Alrighty, so today I thought that we would have 3 piles, and each one will be based off a movie quote. I don't know if you've seen the movie Vanilla Sky. It's like 300 years old by now, but that's one of my favorite movies, and whether or not you've seen the movie, you can choose the quote. If it appeals to you, or if you love the movie, you can watch all 3. But the first quote is, "Every passing minute is another chance to turn it all around." And if you choose that, then you are group number 1, and you'll be using the True Heart Intuitive Tarot, where the World card looks like this. Group number 2 is based off the moment where the protagonist says, "The little things, there's nothing bigger, is there?" So I'm going to rephrase it so that group number 2 will be choosing the quote that says, "There's nothing bigger than the little things." And so if you chose that, you're group number 2, and you'll be using the Reverse Scales Tarot, where this is the World card. And the third quote for group number 3 is, "I'll see you in another life when we are both cats." And we'll be obviously using the Cat Tarot, which my sister got me, so this is a very special deck because my sister is an angel, and anything coming from her is of like the most divine essence anybody's ever heard of. So if you chose that quote, you are group number 3, and this is what the World card looks like for you. So again, group number 1, every passing minute is another chance to turn it all around. Group number 2, there's nothing bigger than the little things. And group number 3, maybe in another life when we are both cats. Okay, and so we'll begin with group number 1. Okay, group number 1. Work your light. Okay, so group number 1. This is just like a general reading. I just want to see who you are and what you're going through and what messages will come to us that may be helpful for you. So first I'm going to see, like, what is your mantra at this time? If your energy had a mantra, what would it be? Every passing minute is another chance to turn it all around. What is your mantra at this time? Star Mother, how can you mother yourself? So this is your mantra at this time. And I'm going to do a Celtic cross, and I'm going to try to get through it as quickly as I can just to kind of get the information of where you're at right now. Group number 1. Every passing minute is another chance to turn it all around. Okay. Okay, so we've got the 7 of Wands with a challenge and the 8 of Cups. My kitten. Poet? I thought I heard her. Okay. Alright. 7 of Wands with a challenge in the 8 of Cups. Fire with a challenge in water. Leo with a challenge in Pisces. Guarded, defensive, but protective of yourself. Having a hard time moving forward. Like a wounded warrior who's still here healing. This is where you are right now. So, how can you mother yourself? It seems what you're doing, your mantra is, I mother myself, I protect myself by protecting myself by keeping this wall up. So the question is, how can you further mother yourself? How can you elevate your skills in self-care and self-love and healing whilst moving forward? What do you need to let go of? Perhaps what are the little things that you're clinging to? Or what are the big things that you're clinging to without realizing all the beautiful little things all around you? Unconscious energy is the 5 of Pentacles, Taurus. Past energy is the 9 of Cups, Pisces again. Conscious energy is the 4 of Wands, Aries. Approaching energy is the Prince or the Knight of Pentacles, Capricorn. All of the elements but no air. Fire, water, earth, water, fire, earth. Fire, water, earth, water, fire, earth, no air. You have been in the same place for a very, very long time, and good for you. There's a lot of healing taking place here. And you're constantly looking for new ways to take care of yourself and heal yourself and people around you. The concept of family is so important to you, whether that's your literal family, the one you were born in, the one you've created in this life, your community. The concept of family is really important. And in a lot of ways, I believe that at this point in time, you have been your own family. You have been taking care of yourself and other people. You have a way of putting on a smile and being there for everybody, despite what you're going through. And it's because it's part of your strength. And you're learning to balance this overprotective energy with something that is really like faith affirming and giving to other people. So you've been learning how to give and show love to people around you without over giving or letting it drain you. So you've been in a great place actually, but there is still a wound that you're healing. I mean, as with all humans, that journey never ends. We're always healing. I just realized that I quoted, "There's nothing bigger than the little things." That was for group 2. I wonder why that message came through for you. I forgot that our quote today was, "Every passing minute is another chance to turn it all around." So I think the first kind of secret message that popped up is that you have a way of focusing on the small details that has actually been really helpful for you, because you realize that all the small things, that's where all the meaning is contained. And I think because you've been focusing on these little things and the big tragedies that take place and the big events that kind of try to swallow you whole. You're finding a way through them and making your own peace by using the little things. This is your way of turning it all around. This is how you know you're moving forward little by little. In every new tiny thing, you can observe a leaf fall from the tree, and to you, you see the beauty of your own healing, your own change, your own rebirth taking place. It gives you this energy of, here's another moment where I'm on a new timeline, and this is a chance where I could turn it all around just like that leaf. This is where you are right now, and this is how it's going. How beautiful. The skill you are using at this time is the Eight of Pentacles. Focusing on the little things. But also remember that the devil is in the details. Virgo knows this. Because Virgo is like the Aristotle energy of the zodiac. Like, it is the thing that created the categories. Virgo's the one that created the science that broke everything down, gave everything a name. So this is what you're doing, and this is the skill that you have been honing. It's a slippery slope because, again, the devil is in the details, so you don't want to maximize everything to the point where the beauty of the little things is lost because they've become the big things to you. The goal is to work with the little things, the little magic, the little moments, and see them as little, but feel them for how big they are. This is the balance right now. In your environment or the climate of the situation, or even how it is that people see you, is the Nine of Wands. Sagittarius. Reminds me of the Seven of Wands at your heart of the matter, because they both represent like this strong wall. The people around you see you as very guarded. The people who don't know you very well might think you come off very cold. But the people who do know you, they see that a lot of change is taking place. Like, look how we have this one person, but all of these different shadows, these fragments of identity in the background, finding their form, coming together. So the people who know you know what you're going through, and they think you're incredibly strong. They see you as really brave, but they see you as somebody who has been working on their unhealed or shadow aspect so well that, like, you carry them with you and they are part of your team. They're no longer sabotaging you anymore. This is how people see you. They also see you as a little obsessive, doing the same over and over and over, kind of a perfectionist. But I think they admire that about you, because you have a strong sense of self-worth, and you give people a strong sense of self-worth, and you don't let up. You're always there, and you have the capacity to keep doing and doing and doing for yourself and for others. They see you as just this unrelenting, like, warrior. Your hope or your fear is the Five of Cups, Scorpio. You hope to heal. This is your goal, this is your focus. There was a time where it was happening unconsciously, I think, and you woke up to it and you caught it and realized, you know what? I've been on a healing journey. I've been on a spiritual healing journey, and now was a phase where you've been accepting it and consciously working on it. Your conscious intention is to feel at home in yourself, no matter where you are. Everywhere is your home. Everyone is your family, so long as you are at home in yourself, and you know this and you're working on this. So your goal is to heal this heart, but your goal is also to take the time to cry and to be sad when you feel like it without shame. Mothering yourself. Because every drop that you cry is another chance to turn it all around. Every drop that you cry is a form of release. It creates space and room for new to come in. So that next time a tear rolls down your cheek, it is that of happiness. This is what you're working on and making sure is going on. And on in your final outcome, we've got the star, Aquarius. And that's our first and only major arcana card so far, out of 10 in this Celtic cross. And Aquarius, right here, as represented through the star, is all about healing, restoring your energy, restoring your faith in yourself, in humanity, in your dreams. Pouring the water into yourself, mothering yourself. Pouring the water into humanity, mothering humanity, the people you love, with what you know, are, and have learned. Your final outcome is not just that you are a revolutionary healer of your own life and the people who know you and trust you, but being seen for this and being recognized for this, probably doing this as a line of work or considering this your sole purpose and mission in life. You have these cups and they're always full, they're bottomless, and you're always pouring them out into other people and in yourself, and you are finding a way to maintain that balance. 7 of Pentacles. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords. And she's like a Libra. I don't know if you can hear that crunching. My kitten is having her breakfast. So, every passing minute is another chance to turn it all around, and you know this. You also know, because it interfered with my reading, that there's nothing bigger than the little things. So you might have also chosen group 2, and you're going to go there after this one, because damn, that came in like boom. I forgot the message of this one. Every passing minute is another chance to turn it all around. What is the message for you? What do you need to hear? What do you need to know now? The Ace of Cups. The High Priestess. The Four of Cups. And the Hermit. 14, 15 cards on the table here, and only one of them are of the element air. And it is a big gust because it's a major arcana card, and it represents the star, it represents the future, it represents the way that you help people, not just with the water and the information you're able to bring to them, but maybe through technology. Maybe you've been at home a lot and you've been doing a lot of healing, but you have been reaching out to people and working with them remotely. This is something right here. And if not, then this is something you need to hear. That's something that you can be doing more. Every passing minute is another chance to turn it all around. This was something you didn't know in the past. That's why heartbreak took over and was able to bring you down. That's why when you gave to people and poured into their cups, it made you feel drained and you couldn't find the balance. You didn't know why, you were emptied out and had nothing left to give to yourself. But you went inward and you figured it out, that the fact of the matter is love is not draining, and when you give love, it's not draining. And if it is, it's because you've given too much, given more to someone outside of yourself than you've given to yourself, and it's time to go back inward and find that love. Because it is a bottomless well. You can always recharge your energy without running out, so long as you have a moment to go inward whenever you need to, and turn it all around and give back to yourself, mother yourself. So this is your mantra right now, Star Mother. How are you mothering yourself? What is your advice? What is your advice? Mirror, who or what is triggering you? As well as Priestess, how are you being called to step up and lead? So this is some advice. As you can see in this picture, if you can, because it's so like holographic, the question is who or what is triggering you? And we have the image of a woman looking at her own reflection in the water. So you are being called to remember that a lot of the heartache that you feel, and in your unconscious energy, this instability or insecurity or lack of sense of self-worth that comes up sometimes, who is triggering that in you? And why? Because the point is not to identify that person and cut them out. That's not where you're at this phase in your life right now. Unless, the person is very harmful, of course, that's different. But oftentimes on your journey moving forward, you are going to be triggered here and there. But remember that a lot of the time it's because you're looking at a mirror of your own self. It's bringing things from your unconscious to your conscious for you to see it. It's asking you, it's calling you to step up and be a leader, to find a way to transmute that energy within yourself, and in doing so, you do that in another. So practicing this, who or what is triggering you at the end of the day is only yourself. Who or what is going to be the one to help you at the end of the day, it's you and yourself, but also the community around you. So, every passing minute is another chance to turn it all around. You know this now. And you can share this with people, and you have been doing so. You see in other people yourself. You see in yourself other people. It's becoming more and more clear to you where you're headed on your journey. For one, you are a healer, as usual. Every time I do a reading, it's for a healer on this channel. These people are going through their own journey, and their intention is not even for themselves at the end of the day. They want to be able to share this with the world. Hierophant. So remember that a lot of the time, the people that come to you in the way that they trigger you, it's bringing to the surface your own insecurities or things that happened to you in the past that you're still resolving. So, and you know that, so you want to take the time to bring it to the surface and feel it, and even share it with those people, and be brave enough to tell them, and have the faith that they can handle that information responsibly. Every passing minute is another chance to turn it all around. Working with the little things, but not overemphasizing them. Understanding that all of the big monumental life milestones, you're gonna hit them. We all do, but they don't define this life. What defines this life is every single moment that you laugh, that you cry. What defines this life is all of the ways that you are able to turn it all around just by looking at the sun and embodying that glow and happiness. That tiny little moment is enough to turn it all around, and you know this, and you're working with this kind of magic. And people know that, and they see that, and they trust you. And you can trust other people too, is a big message coming through. You can trust other people to see you for who you are, because you can trust that you've been expressing yourself and showing it. So I think that's it. I hope that that's helpful. And I'm going to move on to group 2. Being like blasted out by the sun here. What a beautiful, bright, shining morning. Dang. I didn't see that coming. Okay, let's get ready for group number 2. The group that actually chose. There's nothing bigger than the little things. Okay. Try to keep it focused this time if we can. Chance to turn it all around. Huh? Okay. Okay. Okay, so group 2. You chose the quote, "There's nothing bigger than the little things." And so first we're going to see what your mantra is. Like if your energy had a mantra right now, what would it be? What's it been saying? Deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held. This is the mantra of your energy. This is kind of like the base you keep coming to. It gives you a sense of safety, and it's like what you're trying to uphold at this time. Retreat, rest, be held. So let's do a Celtic cross just so I can see who you are and where you're at and what kind of messages want to come through based on that. Just I need some water. Okay. We have the 4 of Cups with a challenge in the 9 of Pentacles. Water with challenge in Earth. Cancer with a challenge in Virgo. Yeah. So your mantra right now is to retreat and go inward and reject anything new, anything especially emotional. This is the way that you have been maintaining your stability and feeling independent and like the authority figure of your own life right now. It seems like you might be a very sensitive person, and at this point in your life you feel almost traumatized by how much you are able to over-identify with everything around you emotionally. So your goal has been to just remove yourself from your feelings and just focus on yourself. It gives you a sense of stability, safety, and independence. But underneath it, there is something that wants to come out, that wants to dance with life. I saw that earlier. It says, dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Unconscious energy, the 8 of Pentacles, Virgo again. Past energy, the Page of Cups, Pisces. Conscious goals or intentions right now, the 7 of Cups, Scorpio. Approaching energy is the 2 of Pentacles, Capricorn. Water, earth, earth, water, water, earth. Water, earth, earth, water, water, earth. No fire, no air. It seems that where you are right now is definitely you've gone inward. Your hopes, your dreams, your wishes, they're the most important things in the world to you, but even those are things you're not going for right now. You have all of these dreams. There are so many options, all of these cups for you to drink from. But how do you choose which one is the one? How can you trust what it is you commit to? It's a scary place. So you keep rejecting all of them, and going inward. And it's actually a lot of work. I don't think you even realize that it's even harder for you to stay in this energy and preserve your energy in this way and keep things out and keep yourself from going after your dreams. Consciously, I think it's giving you a sense of protection, but unconsciously, you don't realize how much hard work it is. And it is kind of draining you. There's nothing bigger than the little things. I think that generally maybe a theme of your life up until this point has been an energy of expressing like your gigantic wishes and being told perhaps that they're so like little, or that they wouldn't amount to anything, or that they're not going to bring anything big. And more you've been forced to embrace your own sense of knowing that, well, there's nothing bigger than the little things, and I know this. My dreams are gigantic to me, whether or not they look like it to you. I think is an energy that you have been in right now and your whole life. And this is the phase where you're learning to bank on it. Bank on it. But it's taking some time for you to learn to dance with life. Because you don't want to be seen as, I don't know, like frivolous or childish or whatever you were called for having dreams that weren't in keeping with the big ones, you know. Maybe you're somebody who doesn't want to get married, who doesn't want to have children, who doesn't want to be wealthy. All of these big things, they're little to you. So when you communicate to populations who cling to these as their goals and say like, I have a dream of like being a comedian that's not even famous, or I have a dream of learning to juggle, like that's a big dream of mine. And the question is, how's that going to make you money? And your answer is, fuck that. This is the biggest thing to me. This is what I want. This is my dream. This is the kind of person that you are. And you're learning more and more to embrace and to say to people, there is nothing bigger than the little things. Sorry. Your dreams are so valuable and sacred, and if I can respect you for your love for the big things, you should be able to see how big my little things are. There is some air. The skill that you are using is the Six of Swords. Aquarius. That's my cat, if you can hear it. Her. In your environment, or how you come off to other people, or the climate of the situation, is strength. Leo. And here's our first major arcana card of this reading. Your hope and your dreams and or fears, but they're obviously hopes. The Sun. Another major arcana, also Leo. And your final outcome is the Knight of Pentacles. Capricorn. Kittens? We hear you. And on the bottom of the deck we have the Empress, Libra, Taurus, as well as Judgment, Libra, Scorpio. Balance with the Libras. Dang, a lot of big booming energy came out here with the staff of our Celtic cross. So you're doing your best to move forward, move on, but you want to do so privately and in peace. You don't want to have to be seen. I think you have a fear of being seen. The people around you, they see you as an incredibly brave, loving, endlessly compassionate person. They see you as the kind of person who could tame a beast. And you are still just waking up to this. Because another thing is that when people see you, they don't see a little thing, and I think that you think that they do. I think that you feel that when people look at you, they see something smaller or sillier or way too contained, and that is a misconception that you hold. The way that people see you is like the power of the sun. They see you as the biggest thing ever. They see you as the thing that brings nourishment and sheds light on shit for people. They see you as somebody who is self-contained, but they consider it kind of a strength. They just wish that you would share yourself more. Because they see in you, I think, what you don't see in you. Empress. They see you as a divine feminine energy. They see you as a grown, mature individual. Whereas you've been identifying as a Page of Cups. And good, because that's your inner child. But that's not all you are. And people around you, they know that. And they feel that and they love that. So you're not a little thing the way that you think that you are. There's nothing bigger than you, and people see that. People wish that you would share more. But no pressure, because I think people understand you more than you think they do. And people see all of your dreams and the goals that you're working on, and they do feel a little bit of your confusion and hesitation. And they just want to do their best to keep pushing you forward, because they love what you're doing. They think that you're a huge deal. You're kind of a big deal. And in your final outcome, you have the Knight of Pentacles. Finding a way, slowly but surely, to leave this behind. And not really leave it behind. What I mean leave behind is the notion that you need to rest and retreat and go inward, because nobody's going to understand you. Your need to just reject all of the options or go after them privately, because nobody would understand what a big deal they are to you. My kitten is using the litter box, sorry. But yeah, that's you maybe. You're covering your shit and moving forward. You're done. It's done. A phase has ended, and how funny. Kitten has been all over our readings this morning. Wow. But moving forward little by little and having faith in yourself and learning to dance with life. And understanding that people will dance with you and for you and celebrate you. If that was something you didn't experience in the past, that those days are over. Those people are no longer. you are realizing that there is nothing bigger than you, and you were never a little thing. Probably I'm gonna cut this section out. Oh, wait till she's done. All done? Poopy pants? Okay. Okay. So then what is your advice, Group 2? What is your advice? Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand behind you. Man. Here we go with the waterworks. Let me cry again. It's getting harder and harder not to cry through every video. I think what you need to realize as you move forward is that you're so much more protected than you have ever understood before, and even right now. Your dreams are very sacred and valuable, and they are protected. They exist there in the future. They wait for you to claim them. And on your journey, you have guidance and you have help. These are your ancestors. They are around you if you were ever wondering. There are angels that are following you, and they think you're the most precious thing ever. They are there with you. They want you to dance with life. Anytime you need to retreat, to rest and be held, you can do that. But you don't have to live in that energy anymore. You're so much safer than you ever were, and you're realizing that you were always safe. Everything ended up the way it did. All of the little things added up to the big changes that you faced for a reason. You are on a path that is really, really, really like precious, sacred, as you were meant to be, as you always have been. You're just waking up to it more and more. The advice is have courage, because remember that you're protected. Call on your ancestors, call on your angels when you need their help. That's what they're there for. They want to be working with you more. They want to hear you express yourself, your fears, and your dreams, because they can help you. And they already are. Whether you say it with words or just feel it energetically, that's a language as well, and they are very well versed in that. Beautiful. Okay, so I think I'm going to move on to Group 3. There's nothing bigger than the little things. Okay. Okay, so Group 3, you chose the Cat Tarot, or you were attracted to the quote that said, "I'll see you in another life when we are both cats." So if your energy had like a mantra right now, what would it be? Wow. Protection. Call back your power. Cut the cords. Soul retrieval. Dang. So this is the mantra. This is what your energy's been doing. This is what you've been doing for yourself. Protection. Calling back your power. Cutting the cords. Soul retrieval. Oh, that's tough. I didn't like that. Group 3. I'll see you in another life when we are both cats. Wow. Okay. So we have the Three of Swords with a challenge in the Queen of Cups. Look at these cutie pies. Air with a challenge in water. Libra with a challenge in Cancer. The Cardinals not moving. Okay. Oh, experiencing a lot of mental and emotional and even like spiritual exhaustion. Having a hard time regaining your energy. Having a hard time seeing clearly. Your intuition feels blocked right now. Unconscious energy, the Knight of Pentacles, Capricorn. The Knight of Pentacles came out for all three of our groups today. So we are all like slow but steady wins the race energy. Unconscious energy. Past energy is the King of Swords. It's like an Aquarius. Conscious intentions include the Seven of Pentacles. And that's like a Taurus. And future or approaching energy is the Ace of Pentacles. Air, water, earth, air, earth, earth, air, water, earth, air, earth, earth. No fire. Yeah, feeling zapped and tapped of energy. Feeling vulnerable to attacks, experiencing psychic attacks, perhaps, like spiritual psychic attacks. And you don't know if it's coming from things outside of you, so you have to like call back your power. Or you don't know if it's something that's within you that needs to come up. You don't know where it's coming from, but there's a mental and emotional and even like a spiritual exhaustion right now. You have been very closed off for a while, it seems. You made the decision maybe to cut somebody off, or somebody made the decision to cut you off, so you've gone inward and you've been there for a while. So now it's hard to move forward because you think back about all of the seeds that were planted, what to do with them. There's such like a waiting game, waiting and waiting for something to reveal itself because you feel something, but you can't identify what it is. And it feels painful. And again, you can't identify if that's you, that's your psychology, that's your heart, that's something coming up, or if that's something or someone outside of you that's sending you waves of attack, even in just the form of negative energy, even in just the form of, I don't know, like resentment or jealousy or judgment. You don't know where it's coming from or if it's from you yourself. So you have put like life on pause for a long time, or at least at this time. There is this tabby cat. There is this tabby cat over here. This represents somebody in your life, somebody who you've known for like a very, very long time, but who you have not spoken to in perhaps even years now. But they are still with you and they're still in your energy. This tabby cat. He or she has a tabby cat energy. You know, different cats and breeds, they have different energies. You are this this like solid colored gray cat, or this smoky cat right here, right? But they're all around you is the King of Swords tabby cat, the Three of Swords tabby, the Seven of Pentacles is a tabby, and the Ace is a tabby. This is somebody outside of you who's very much in your energy, who you carry with you, who you think about often, and even when you don't, you feel triggered to be reminded of them and think about them. I'll see you in another life when we are both cats. Might be the way that you guys like ended things. Oh, that's... I thought this was going to be the most lighthearted group of all three, but it's like a very heavy one because it's involving somebody else. It's not just about you. This tabby comes in and out, and they're very confusing because sometimes they look like a tiger with all of those stripes, and sometimes you can realize they're just a sweet little house cat. That image of that person keeps shifting. You are here with the memories of this being. You don't know how you feel about that person. You're certain that you'll see them in another life, and same with them. You're certain that you guys were in a past life together. You came into this one and you'll meet again in the next one. This is like a soulmate of yours. But in this life, there was so much hurt that took place that right now, the only thing that you have to say, each of you, is maybe in another life. You know, when we're both cats or something. But we accomplished what we needed to in this one. And now we gotta move on. I'm not saying that's the situation. I'm saying that's the energy that you feel and that this person also is believing. But it's hard because neither of you deep down believe that that could be true. Because you want to say, I'll see you again on another day in this life where we are both human souls experiencing a human existence. Why have we been forced to say goodbye? This is a question that you've been stuck on, but you did what you had to do. You called back your power and you cut the cords. The skill you are using at this time is the Knight of Wands. It's like a Aries. Another knight. In your environment, there is the Two of Swords. This yawning cat. Ooh, my legs. Went a little numb. He got the pins and needle tingles. Okay. What you hope for or fear is our first major arcana card of this spread, the Magician. Gemini, Virgo, Mercury. And your final outcome is the Page of Wands. Sagittarius. All of these court cards, Queen of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, King of Swords, Page of Wands. A lot of people are involved in this, or each of you has split off into so many different forms of yourselves that you each feel like you don't know the other person because there are too many shades, too many versions. That's like a big message here. Either a lot of people were involved and had a hand in what went down between you two, or you two just exhibited so many different versions of yourselves to each other that it's split off into a great misunderstanding of who the other person's solid identity even is anymore. You hope to communicate with this person. You hope to manifest communication with them, but for you, you understand that we are all always connected. So for you, you are content with knowing that you guys can communicate telepathically or in some way, or send each other music and receive each other's messages through songs. Like, I think that's what you've been experiencing, and you hope that it continues that way, because it is a form of communication between the two of you and you know it. I think deeper than that, you do want to communicate and manifest something new with this person in this lifetime. You don't want to wait until your cat's in the next one. But you're not going there. You're not pursuing that because you were called to call back your power for whatever went down. It seems like a betrayal, because King of Swords, and then to have the Queen of Cups in reverse now with the Three of Swords because of it, would tell me that you transformed a lot because of this betrayal that took place. And so did this person, and you know it and you feel it because you guys are still talking. The way cats talk, by the way. They stare at each other from across the street, and they've just had like a whole ocean of a conversation they've been swimming in. Same with you too. So you want to be able to move forward on your life path. You want to be able to have this person there in spirit, and you want to be there for this person in spirit, but not in person. It's been hard to move forward for you, but you've been doing your best, and it's more than enough, and you should know that. It's taking a lot of strength. That's I don't know if you can hear the crunching. That's my kitten. She's eating her brunch. Which is calling me to look at all of the cards that have dry cat food in them. The Knight of Pentacles. Look, the cat food is there with the human, and the cat is looking at it like, what about me though? In your unconscious. Like, you see this opportunity and it's there, and you may even see like many people either getting together with their old loves, or you may even observe this person from afar engaging in other relationships, and you're just over here like, well, what is kind of an energy in your unconscious. In your conscious, you're spilling it over, like playing with your food but not eating it. Your intention is to like work with it, but you don't want to consume it. You don't want it to be a part of you, but you do want to know what's going on. And you do want it to remain present in your life. And in your approaching energy, we have... Oops, sorry about this glare. We have that little pebble, that cat food. Somebody offering to that cat. And that looks like you. Because remember, I said that the tabby is this person. As far as I see it, so that hand must be you. Or somebody helping them. Helping them the way that you were able to help yourself to get through this. So, thank you, poet, for that help. You don't know what to do with this, but you keep it there. These trinkets, these treasures are important to you. You will not discard them, but you will not consume them either. Your memories mean the world to you. You're not letting them go. You take them everywhere with you, same as this person, but there's just nothing to do with them at this time, and you both know it. It seems like an approaching energy is that one of you will offer like a form of communication to one another. Or to the others, somebody's going to reach out. And as I said, there are all of these court cards. There were a lot of people involved in this, I think. So I believe that an approaching energy is that somebody who did have a hand in sabotaging or creating a confusion is going to come forth and offer a truth to that person or to you to help make things clearer. Because whether or not you get back together in this life, your learning is irrelevant. These titles they don't mean anything. You just want there to be peace between you and somebody who you recognize as a soulmate, whose relationship was tainted and corrupted by each of your own shadows, but also other things going on in the reality, other people. But what's happening soon is like a correction on somebody else's part. If there was a lie that was told or something that was taken, it's going to be given back. You can rest assured that's coming. And the final outcome is the Page of Wands. This tells me that in this lifetime, this will always be a temptation, like a little birdie on a stick that a mouse, like a cat, cannot help but chase. This connection that you have with this person is something that is always going to be a temptation, a little birdie on a string that each of you are always going to want to chase. And it's going to practice a lot of intense like yogi skills not to chase it. What's funny is that you guys, if you wanted, could get back together in this lifetime moving forward. You don't have to wait for the next one when you are both cats. You can do it in this one, so long as you both feel safe with each other and that the energy has been cleared and whatever confusion was there corrects itself so that it's no more. Like, this is a possibility for sure, but not in the near future, it seems, because both of you, or you specifically, because now let's come back to you because this is about you. You are working on calling back your power. You are working on what's soul retrieval. Yeah. You feel like you lost your soul in the midst of this war that took place. And now you gotta go get it back. But you realize that you already have it, and so do they, and things went the way that they went, and it was contributing to your healing journey in the long term. So it's like you guys are getting your power back, each of you in your own way, and you guys think of each other, and you are always communicating, yeah. You hope to come together in this life, but none of you are like focusing on it and forcing it, because now you both have unlocked the secret that, well, this was a soulmate connection. We were there in the last one and in this one, and we'll be together in the next one again. So long as there are lessons for us to learn together and love for us to share. And there always will be. Yeah, okay, man. So we had the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, the Tower, the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Six of Wands, the High Priestess. There was a great confusion that took place. There was a great betrayal that took place. A huge deception. That's what split the two of you in different directions. And I think it was this tabby cat. They were optical illusions. They went from tiger to house cat to tiger to house cat. It confused the shit out of you. Deception. But there were also all these other energies here that contributed to this person's and your own deception and inability to see clearly what's going on. But you're getting that back now. That clarity is coming back to you. Good. That's your truth. It belongs to you. Three of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. And then the Sun. So, you guys are collaborating as we speak right now in whatever form. This is why this quote is so important for you, because it represents two people who lived a whole dream life together, woke up from it and had to face reality, and then found each other there over again, and then died into the next life and found each other again and lived a little dream of a dream together. And it keeps going on in this. You two are a very special match. Despite what went down, you're constantly collaborating and healing yourselves and each other as you each heal your own selves at a distance from each other. That's what is called for now moving forward, and that's what you guys are doing. Whether or not you come back together in this life, that's up to you. It seems over time the two of you will come back if that's what you both want or not. Like, it's a possibility, but not for a while. And it's not necessary. You guys are already communicating somehow and healing. Man, what a beautiful story. Dang. I told you my sister's energy is like angel. She's got all the answers, man. She's the one who bought me this tarot deck. So I don't use it that often because that's a very precious deck. Very important. What comes from my sister is healing. Okay. So what is your advice here? Group 3, maybe in another life where we are both cats. Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. Oh man, it's hard to get these ones to show. I guess you're just gonna have to imagine it in your mind and feel it in your heart without seeing it with your eyes, as with this connection with this person over here. Yeah. You each are creating heaven on earth for yourselves and for the whole world, and you don't even realize it by the way that your love has taught you and people around you. The errors that were made that are being corrected in their own mystical ways right now, it's creating a utopia for you within your own soul, for that person within their own selves. And what it is that you do is you pay it forward in your life moving forward. You are creating heaven on earth with what you have learned and the love that you've been able to tap into with yourself and with this person somehow magically, as you guys are doing. But you two are a very like soulmate-y energy, and your love has already transformed the world in a way that you don't realize, or maybe you do. And that's what it was meant to do, and that's what it is doing in every lifetime that you guys keep meeting, whether or not you guys stay together physically, you know. Energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. Inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. That's where this person lives, and in his or her heart is where you live. That's incredible. So, I'll see you in another life when we are both cats, perhaps, or I'll see you in this one when we have both evolved past the stage. This is like what you're going through, and I hope that this is like a helpful message to you, confirms some theories that you had or anything like that. Okay, and I think that'll do. Thank you.